Yo, what is up guys? Jonny here. Today we're gonna have a look at the top 10 easiest skateboard tricks ever. Doesn't matter if you just bought a skateboard and don't know what to learn next, or if you've been skating for a while, already figured out how to ollie, and now you want to learn some new creative tricks. Some of these tricks are super basic, but it actually makes sense to work in them, because all of these tricks will improve your bar control, and that's actually what you want to improve. So let's start this off with the flip on. This is the very first trick I ever learned on a skateboard. And it only took me a few minutes. I've been working on ollies for like 15 years. With this trick, only a few minutes and it will be working out. Here we go again, warming up. Okay, just lay your board down on the ground, graphic facing you. Now you're gonna put your toes underneath the board and you're just gonna jump forward. This trick should only take you a few minutes to learn, and from this trick you're getting the idea of flipping the board and also landing back on it. It's very essential. And of course there is also different variations of the trick. I mean, you can do it double, you can do it from a sort of Casper position. Let me try to demonstrate this. This is the Casper position, huh? But on the version we're gonna land, tail is on the floor too, and we're just gonna do the scissor movement. Boom. And if you're figuring this out fast, you can even try to do it from Casper position, right? Now let's try to do like the double or 1.5 flip on version. And right here, I just want to mention, you can seriously fall on that one. Like you can land primo and die. But as long as you're holding on to something, it's not gonna happen. Okay, let me try to do this. I will never do this again. Never. Okay, now that we learned how to get on our boards, we're gonna learn how to ride. And the best way to do that would be the so-called tic-tac. Very annoying thing if you've been skating for like a long time. You know the tic-tacs from my channel.
Not good enough.
But if you're starting to learn how to skate, this is super essential. It's what I did in the beginning. I just tic-tac the out of my skateboard for like a month. Tic-tacs. We're just gonna put some weight on our back foot and we're gonna lead our board in the direction we want with the front foot. This is gonna give you great bar control just to ride around. Promise. Also with this trick, hand in hand goes the manual. Which is balancing on your back truck, front truck in the air, and your tail is not gonna touch the floor. If you hold this for like a second, it's actually a trick. And the more you manual, the better the feeling will get for that trick. It's also hard to fall on that one. Would be a different story on the nose manual, which would be same thing, just on your front truck. That one needs a little bit more of practice. Okay, now from here that we know how to elevate our front truck, we're gonna learn how to kick turn, fakie. Fun trick, of course you can do it nollie or regular as well, but fakie is probably the easiest version to do so. Okay, let's move on to the obstacle behind me, this bank. On this bank, you can learn how to kick turn on a ramp. And this one is not too underrated. Kick turns, so much fun. When you start skating, you figure that this trick on obstacles is kind of difficult. It's not that easy. Like the secret is all in the shoulders. Just look at the direction you want to turn, whether backside or front side, and move your body 180 degree while doing this kind of manual tic-tac thing. Super essential trick that is going to make it awesome to skate parks. Like the better looking version of it would be the revert. Takes a little more experience, a little more bar control, but it is looking better and it is feeling better. The more slippery the flat ground, the easier the trick gets. Okay, now that we know how to ride, we want to learn how to conquer obstacles. And the easiest way to do so is the boneless. Ollies are not to underrate, they need a lot of practice. It's hard to elevate that board with your feet only. That's why we're gonna involve our hands. Also one of the very first tricks that I learned, and I still love doing this trick after 15 years of skating. We're gonna place both feet on the bolts. We're gonna stand off with the front foot. We're gonna grab the board and jump like this. Getting your back foot on the board again is probably the hardest part of it, but I'm sure you can figure this out after like 10 or 20 tries. One more time. Boom. When you learn how to do that, you can start this trick riding. And you can boneless up to something or down something. And talking of jumping down something, I want to introduce you to the so-called caveman. What a trick name, and super easy too. Hold your board like this. Boom. That's it. That's all. Fastest trick ever learned. Boom. Of course, you can also do this trick into Casper style, like this. I blew it. Now, even on an early stage, we're getting the idea of combining tricks, like the caveman, the Casper flip-on thing. This is something awesome about skateboard. If you're regular, you're gonna grab the board with your left hand. If you're goofy, with the right hand. Left foot forward, left hand in usage. Okay, let's move on to something stationary. Something that I witnessed a lot on this channel. The rail stall or primo stall. There are two ways to lock in. The first version, you're gonna face the grip tape, like this. This is also gonna get you some bar control if you learn to balance, like this. Okay, there's also another way to get up on the board, looking like this. This is not the way that I would prefer, but it's possible. Now look at this. Primo. Having this opportunity, I would also like to introduce you one of the easiest flip versions on this planet, the so-called rail flip. Okay? The next maneuver that I'm going to introduce you is some sort of wizardry, the BONELESS. Okay, BONELESS. It is easy, but at the same time it's kind of like playing lottery. On this one, you're gonna throw your board like this on the ground, and you're gonna hope and pray that it's gonna bounce back to make it possible for you to ride away. So, let's pray and do this. I failed. The newer the board, the easier it's gonna bounce back to the trucks, to the wheels. and making it possible for you to ride away. I usually try to hold my board angled a little bit, which is also a reason that it's gonna bounce back quicker, I believe. It also needs a little bit of practice. Like, yeah. Nice. How it goes. For the last trick, I'm actually taking like 3 different kickflip versions that do not involve any ollie skills. First kickflip, the step off kickflip. Kind of like the flip on trick, just the riding version of it. It also requires some boneless knowledge because you should stand on both trucks with your feet. And you're gonna step off with your front foot, and your back foot is gonna go underneath. It's gonna do a full flip. You're gonna land back on the board, and you're gonna have the time of your life knowing that you landed your first type of kickflip. There are 2 other ways to kickflip, and for both of them, we're gonna use our hands. This is the so-called tail position. Just gonna grab the board. We're gonna do this. We're gonna land back on the board. Now this needs to be practiced for a bit, but as soon as you feel like safe enough, stand on the board, tail position, grabbing the board, back foot. You can leave it on the floor if you want, or you can have it in the air and just, that was not a good example. Perfect, new trick, easy. Let me do this with the other hand. With any kind of kickflip, you will always have to risk to land in primo and fall. But as said, falling is a good skill to learn as well. So try to build up, be careful, but also don't be afraid to commit. That's the cool thing on these finger flips, like you can practice it super easy without actually committing to it. However, that was it, the 10 easiest skateboard tricks ever. If you are like super dedicated, I'm sure you could learn all of these within 24 hours. I hope it's gonna help you getting into skateboarding, because learning how to ollies or kickflip can be frustrating, but learning the tricks from this video can give you like some sort of quick reward while you can still work on other things. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to support me, you can do this on Patreon, link in the description. The money that I'm getting from that is going to be reinvested in improving the quality of these videos. And if you want to support me in a different way, you could also buy one of my Prem ones. I already tilted off my name. But yeah, it's me, Skeletons. Advanced Revive 2nd edition. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully see you soon.